So, I guess we can start with, sorry, the first page, which is this one, right?
Yes.
So where are we at in the story now?
So in the story, the friar is sending a bumbling messenger Romeo's way. So the first picture, he's pointing the way and handing him a map, and the messenger's ready to go. But
Okay.
then in the second picture, you see the messenger's got the map upside down and gets totally lost. And then the third picture, so the last picture,
Right.
that's actually gonna be replaced by Romeo receiving news that Juliet is dead because the messenger does not reach him on time.
Okay. So, so wait, what's the sack there?
So in the previous page, he's got his like sack over his shoulder.
Oh,
So
right.
then in this one, it's showing like he's ready to go, but he's purchased poison because he's planning on expiring by her side,
Okay.
like the drama queen that he is.
Okay. Um, and move regrets only picture here. Which
Yeah.
was that this one?
So nope, that's the one that will be um the regrets only is Prince Paris. So that was a set that I sent last time.
Oh, okay.
I just had it realized that I had it out of order. So
Oh, okay. All right. um, so the first thing, I mean, these look good. I like these bottom two. Just the design of them. I like kind of the offset of the sack and the bottle of poison, and then the text going up here. I think that makes for a good spot illustration.
fantastic.
No, the one thing that I'm looking at with some of these is like this guy's kind of cut off right here, and these guys are cut off down pretty low. It looks like there's like a lot of empty space above their heads, and I wonder if that could be filled in with something, or if they could even be moved up, or if this could be. So you go from one page. Are these all the same? Is this the same character from over here somewhere? Is this Romeo?
So the messenger's new. The messenger has never been seen before. So the kid with the map.
Oh, this guy. And then this is Romeo down here in panel 3.
Nope, that's still the messenger.
Oh, that's this guy.
So it's the same person. I can't see your mouse, so you're gesturing.
Sorry.
It's there. It's all good.
Here, let me do something here.
Just kind of guessing, like which
guy? Whoops. Is this guy the same as this guy?
No. So the first guy that you circled, that's the short little friar.
Oh, from before, the guy that married them?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
And then the second guy that you circled is the same one as. So he's taking the map and then he's walking with it.
He's walking with it. And he's reading it upside down, I see.
Yes.
That's a nice little fun element right there. Like the question mark.
He's clueless. He has no idea. I think something that bothered me with the second panel is their height difference and the fact that I wanted to show that he's not, like, the messenger isn't really paying attention necessarily.
Okay.
Like, he flips the map, right? So he's just kind of like on his way. He's kind of like, I wanted to show he's sort of in motion, sort of ready to just like start running.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But like positioning the characters, I wasn't sure. I felt like it's kind of an awkward angle. I wasn't really sure, like.
Right, because one guy's shorter and the other guy's taller. You want to show the one guy's kind of in a hurry. What about, like, what would it look like as an action? Did you think through that? Like, did you act it out? Sometimes I act out. I act out the drawings, and it's like, he would be doing this, or things like that.
Taking it and like going, right. So he's kind of like.
And And so when you're thinking of that action, you want to think of the best point of that action to illustrate.
Mm.
And it's usually either like the very beginning or the very end. So like I'm thinking of like when you're drawing a punch in comics, it's like you start out back here and then you end way down there.
That makes sense.
But so when you're doing that, you kind of want to think of the best point of the action that's going to be the most interesting and the most dynamic to illustrate, especially because you want this guy to look like he's in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
And you can even show that in his emotions or in different facial expressions as well. And I wonder if for that, because when we're in a hurry, we're running, so you want to see his legs maybe.
Okay.
You might want to see his legs, or maybe show them from a distance. Think about different angles that the camera could be looking at them. So so maybe think about redrawing this sketch from a different angle. From so like let's pretend this is a camera looking like that way, or
Yeah.
watching, or even you don't even have to show the full character. You could even just like show him like half off the screen with the map in his hand, with this guy
Oh, that would be
handing it
cool.
off to him, and you just see like that part
Oh yeah.
with like a
I like
cloud of dust or something. And this guy's
That'd be great.
hair, this guy's little toupee or something is blowing in the wind. I don't know. Something like that. You could even do something like that. And that shows the action. He's moving forward in the story. So yeah, there's a few different things you could do with that. You could even show it from a lower angle, looking towards the guy that's running. He could be running at the camera in a hurry.
So if he's running off screen, would I want to show him running again in the third panel? Like, would it be weird to have him suddenly walking? If he's like dashing off and then like.
That's a good point. That might be weird. So it would depend on what your story is like in the text, I think.
Okay.
It may not even be appropriate for him to be running in that scene.
I think the line is just that he like meets a delay, and so I interpreted that as he gets lost.
Oh,
so
okay.
So this is kind of up for interpretation.
Right. Maybe he could have a watch with like a sundial on it. He's like waiting for the guy to give him a map, and he's like, "Come on, I'm in a hurry."
Where are you?
That could be a possibility.
That's cute.
So yeah, I would play around with different angles, different poses, positions, and if one position doesn't work, flowing into the next image, then just kind of tweak it. That's what this thumbnail stage is all about. That's why we're not drawing like huge drawings. We're keeping them small because it's a lot quicker to draw small sketches than it is to draw like a full page rough sketch and then have to go in and completely redo it. So we want to keep them basic like you have them here, and then if you need to, you want to get the imagery and everything all to your liking at the thumbnail stage before you even move into the sketch stage. I think that's an important thing to keep in mind, because otherwise, if you just go with your first idea and then you get all these finished drawings and you decide, these don't really work very well the way that they're going right now, that's a lot of work that you need to redo
No
at
kidding.
the finished stage. And I've
already been super thankful that these are quick, because
Yeah.
just like failing at one, being like, oh, cool, that was only like 20 minutes. I
Right.
can check it, no regrets.
That's Yep. That's cool. So with that one, you could do a lot of different things. Moving on to this scene here. So he's looking, trying to find his way. Is that what the text is
I
describing?
just wanted to. This is like this is actually where he meets a delay. So I just decided he's like off wandering somewhere.
Okay.
He has no idea where he is.
Okay. Cool. So is this city in the background of importance, or?
So it's actually the same setup as Romeo's path, because he is trying to follow Romeo. So
Okay.
in a previous thumbnail, I have Romeo like walking off, kind of the same scene.
Okay.
So like he's trying to find Romeo. So I thought it was good to like kind of keep it consistent. But
Yeah,
I don't know if it's too much.
That's good. That's good. Let me see. I should have pulled up the previous drawings that you had, that we went through before. Let me just find those real quick. Right here. Okay. So we had 1, 2, 3, and
So the third one, or the fourth, sorry, final one of this page, it's the same
this one, or
city.
Oh, okay, right here.
Knapsack, yeah.
Okay.
Same basic structure.
Okay. So we go from this page to this page?
I think so.
Kind of? Okay. And then it moves along this way.
Wait, actually, I don't think so. Because I think he goes wandering off, and there's the one with, they're both, yes, that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have those all labeled wrong. Okay. Cool. So he goes, she's sad. And they come around. Is this the friar guy?
Yes.
Gives him the poison. Regrets only. You said that was in one of your other ones?
That's Prince Paris and the third square. Yep.
Okay. All right. So that goes here. Then we have the messenger getting lost, trying to find Romeo. Yeah, I don't know. I like the way this panel is laid out. I think it works. And I think this is probably a good spot to cut off his legs. You don't want to. The thing you don't want to do is cut them off right exactly at the kneecaps.
Oh, okay.
Or the elbows. Like, you want to avoid cutting people off directly there. Like, anywhere there's like a bend.
Joint?
A joint, or whatever it's called.
Does it just get visually confusing, like where things are ending and starting?
Yeah, it's kind of, visually confusing is a good way to put it.
Okay.
and it just looks like there should be more to them right there.
Cool. Does that apply also at like the waist too? Should you avoid like direct?
Yeah, I would. I think when I'm drawing, I usually avoid like directly at the hips and try to cut people off kind of more at like where the belly is.
Okay.
If that makes sense. That could just be personal preference, but as far as kneecaps and elbows, you want to try to avoid cutting off right there because that's right at a bend, and it just makes the image look awkward.
Good to know.
So if you want to go
I've heard that before.
Above or below, and usually you don't want to cut off any of the hand. if there's only like see if I can like half a hand showing.
Like don't avoid. That's kind of the quitter move.
Or reposition.
No, I don't need.
So
perfect.
It'd
be awfully tempting though. Just like, oh, I don't have to draw a hand. That's okay. We'll just make that off screen.
right. Yeah, I like the addition of these balloons with the symbols in them. I think you had some of those earlier, didn't you?
You suggested potentially like marking the two in this one.
Oh, right.
Panel marking who's who.
Okay. Yeah.
And that would keep it consistent too.
What?
I don't want to like just do it once, so it makes sense to like have it throughout.
Right. Yeah. If you're gonna do it once, I would do it throughout. But if you can only find one place to do it, then I would try to do it without.
That makes sense.
Is my advice.
Sounds good.
Where are we at now? This one. Yeah, I don't know. I like so this one is transitioning to a different scene then?
Yes, and that's why I sent a last minute edition of showing Romeo like reading. It's not that one. Sorry. I made it confusing last minute. Yeah, I wanted to show like he's getting just like the impact of hearing that Juliet's dead.
Oh, okay.
But I still really like the poison and sack shot just because I don't know. I just liked how it was laid out. So I don't know if I can just add both if I have to choose or
you could let's see here. Does the text kind of speak to both of these things, this one and this one? The text that shows up on that page?
Let me grab it.
So this text right here?
Yes. Got it. Somewhere.
Because you may be able to get both of them in there if you just shrink this and do like two spot illustrations. And then you could break, so you could have the you would take the text out from there, and you could have that image of Romeo reading the note up here.
Okay.
And then have this drawing of the sack down here with the poison. And well, you could make them a little bigger maybe, but have like part of the text up here and then part of the text down here, or you could switch them around.
Perfect. Yeah.
You could even you could switch them around so that this text is over here and this text is over here, so that you're leaving the page from the right and going on to the next page.
Sweet. I think that would work well.
So if you like both those images, if you think both of them work for that part of the story, you can
split the
fit them in by just turning them into spot illustrations. But I would suggest if you're going to have spot illustrations here, with like blank background back here. Well, it's going to be text here, but like blank, that you should have more spot illustrations throughout the book, which I think you
Okay.
had, like right here. This one you had, and this one you had as a spot illustration. The spot illustration, I mean like something that doesn't go full bleed off the page. So
Cool.
the image doesn't go fully off the page. It's just contained within the page.
Makes sense.
So that's all I have for that one.
Perfect.
This one. Okay, so then we move from the poison and Romeo reading his note over to this page, right?
Yes.
And who are these characters here?
So Romeo is approaching Juliet's tomb, and then he sees Prince Paris spreading flowers at her grave. And then they duel, and Prince Paris dies. And then Romeo takes the poison, dies, and then Juliet finds Romeo, and then she kills herself
Okay.
and dies. So lots of death.
Yes, this
And
is
it's all kind of abrupt, too, because it's like,
right.
he just like sees Paris and then they like start fighting. So there's no like, yeah.
Well, do you think it's too abrupt?
I think it's too abrupt, like visually,
Okay.
because it's just like they see each other and then Prince Paris is dead, and like that bothers me. But then the words are like they promptly started dueling and Paris promptly died and Romeo took the poison and expired by his side. So like even the text is like boom, he's dead. So like I didn't know what I should do about that.
Yeah.
Like, if this is
so if the text is kind of abrupt, I wonder if you could get away with adding a few silent scenes leading up to this point where he finds her tomb, and that's kind of like the the calm before the storm kind of feel. So like maybe just show a few pages where he's kind of making his way over there, kind of
cool.
I don't know what his attitude is like as he's going over there, like whether he's bound and determined or what. But you could add some silent pages that don't have any text, and then lead into some of those lines, and then again to kind of make the text feel less abrupt, break it up with another silent image, maybe of Romeo examining the poison, the vial of poison. Maybe he's finally sealing his decision and he's about to drink it. And then when you get to this scene, you could add that text that goes along with it. And I really like this pose here. The gesture on this pose is really good.
Oh, thank you.
For him standing there. He's like, I feel like he's like kind of wore out and he's just kind of like, finally
done.
Right. And yeah, I think you did a really good job on that gesture.
Thank you.
There.
Do you think I should show them like dueling instead of just like he sees him, he is dead?
Yeah.
Could there be like a fight scene?
That could be in between these two images as a silent part of the story where there's no text, but you just show like different. You could even do that as like a spot illustration, and just have like, say the pages here, like the close up of like clash of swords.
I like it.
And then like a faraway shot, and then another one, or even they don't even have to be circles. I don't know why I always default to circles. You could do like just like rough triangle, or those aren't triangles. Good grief. Rectangles.
Close enough.
Of them, just kind of like you could do close up, far away shot, medium shot, whatever. I would just play around with some of that in between stuff to try
out a little bit.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And that would give you more pages to your story and make them interesting for, because if this is for kids or a younger audience, I mean, you want to make it interesting for them to look at, maybe hide some things in there throughout the book, even just to, I think we talked about that last time, just hiding things to make it interesting for kids to look for things while they're listening to the story. But yeah, other than that, I really like these two panels, these two pages. I think those are really, really well laid out. Is there text for this one?
I was just remembering that I think, yes, there is, and I forgot to add it.
Okay.
There will be text eventually.
Because I was wondering where you were going to add the text. Probably up here. Or,
yeah.
Or even you could even shrink this down a little bit and move it up, move him up, and put some text underneath here.
That'd work.
But yeah, that's just an idea. And then, but yeah, if you add those silent scenes, that might be kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And then once you do that, you may find some parts earlier on that could use some of those in between scenes as well.
That'd be good.
And you can always go back and add them and see how they work, or even just do like a quick line drawing sketch, not even this detailed, and throw them in and see, and kind of step back and see if the flow works.
That makes sense.
So then we move into this one.
Yes.
And that is Juliet back from the dead.
Yeah. And this is another place that I struggled because I think they're supposed to be inside the tomb at this point, and I don't show that. So again, like, I need some more images. But so maybe the fight scene needs to go into the tomb. I'm struggling with the tomb because it doesn't make any sense to me that, like, the door would be open, her dead body is just gonna be like lying there, open air. Like, I just feel like if you think about it, it doesn't make sense. I think in like most. What?
Well, how did she get into the tomb? Did she put herself in the tomb, and then drink the poison, or did she drink the poison and then someone buried her or put her in there?
I was assuming somebody put her in the tomb, but maybe not. Like, I guess it doesn't have to happen that way.
Right.
I didn't know where to put her.
Okay. What if you had them dueling, and then they, like, in your extra scenes or whatever, someone could, like, Romeo could, like, smash this other guy into the door and kind of breaking the door open, and he's laying there, and the bottle of poison is sitting next to, or no, did he have the bottle of poison? Did
He brought the bottle of poison
Oh,
with
he
her.
brought it. Okay.
He's prepared.
He sees Juliet laying there, all dead or presumed dead, and then he like has a moment of like
Moment of silence for Juliet.
sadness. And then maybe that's like a close up. And then we move into this scene, which is inside the tomb. So there's the doorway, and then all this could be like darkness.
Yeah.
Move the text up here a little bit. Have the maybe there's like a raised platform where she's just laying.
Perfect. That gives the good color contrast too.
Yeah. And you could even this light here could be the stuff that's lighting him, so you'd only see like the back of him lit, and the front could be in shadow.
Dramatic.
But then the light could be hitting this vial, which could be like a clearish color, like a colored clear bottle, and it could be like shining. So you
I'm envisioning.
So you draw attention to it.
That's a good idea.
And then just like a slight line of light going across her body, fading into no highlight down here.
Nice.
I don't know. Just a thought on that.
Yeah, that'd be much better. Because then it would make way more sense. Should I also have like add a picture of her just like waking up, just like sitting up?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, that was another thing I was gonna talk about too, because transitioning from here to here, there's
a bit of a leap.
Yeah. So you could have her waking up. So you'd want to focus on her, kind of have the focus on her, but also you could make it real complicated. I don't know if it'd be complicated, but have like the camera from like staring straight down at her from above. So she'd be like, here's her. There's a stick person here.
Perfect.
And she's laying there on that raised platform, and like there's like the hand of Romeo with the bottle laying on the floor. There's the other guy laying on the floor with broken pieces.
So many bodies.
I know.
I love it.
You could do something like that, or you could even just keep it simple with just like a close up of her face, waking up,
one eye open,
all groggy, or like she gets up, she sits up and she's like, "What?
What?
What are these dead bodies doing over here? Did I do that?" So yeah, just something to transition from this panel to this. Where did my? Oh, there we go. To this panel.
Cool.
And then once she comes to the realization, you may even need some more panels. And you may not. I mean, if the text describes it well enough, I think you can imply a lot of things in the drawing. So I think you could transition. So you could still have this scene here where she's holding his body, and then transition to this. And is that, where did she get this knife? Did she have that knife, or was it?
I don't actually know, because I think she does Yes, she's just got a dagger. I don't know how.
Okay. Maybe he had it like strapped onto his leg
Oh, that's a good idea.
as like a last resort or something.
I like it.
She sees it, grabs it, holds it up. And you could imply that, or you could show it with some transition images if you want.
Perfect.
I would just test it out in the thumbnails, see how it goes.
Sounds great.
You may not like the way it turns out and go back to just this, and that's fine.
Cool.
It's your
Yeah, as I was drawing it, I'm like, and then she's just got this knife on her, and I don't know how that happened, but okay. Who buries their dead with with weapons? So yeah, that's a good idea.
Just maybe she's Egyptian.
There you go. Like, you might need this in the afterlife.
Right.
Who knows? Cool.
So yeah, that's otherwise I like this one. I like the pose is good. I think that works.
Cool.
You could even kind of shape the text around her arm there or something. I don't know, just an idea.
Yeah.
Is this the next one? Or is this?
Yes, but I have the last minute edition one instead. Where I just added
Oh, okay.
So I was thinking it'd be cool to show like flashback to like they're happy at a party and now they're dead.
Now
and then like
what partying leads to?
Exactly. And so those would be that no text, just contrast, and then.
And the moral of the story is, don't have parties.
Exactly. Leads to death.
Don't leave knives laying around in tombs.
You just don't know what's gonna
happen. So you wanted to show a flashback, and kind of mirror it with what's going on there. I think that's really cool. That's a really cool idea.
Awesome.
And then what's sorry, you can't see my mouse here. What's this one?
So that's the final one where basically like the final words are, do you want me to read the last verse? Or
sure.
It's just kind of like the last. The Capulets and Montagues discovered that their feud had caused their son and daughter to completely come unglued. They say their town is happy now, the feud has come to cease. It took a week of blood and gore, but now at last there's peace. So I wanted it's the same tree as the very first thumbnail,
okay,
but without Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So
that one, this one right here.
Yeah. So it's the same scene.
That's really cool. I like that. And then there's flowers growing up as if it's almost like a memorial.
Yeah. So I was thinking, I don't know if this will work at all, but it'd be cool to have like a Montague color and a Capulet color.
Oh, okay.
And then have the flowers be like both colors. So like put all the characters in red for one and blue for the other family, and then have like the mix at the end.
Yeah, that would be a really cool theme to carry through the whole story.
Sweet.
So with this image, well, I like this image. I think that's perfect to kind of come full circle. You kind of come full circle from the beginning here to the end of the book. Not there. And with this one, I like this idea. I think it needs to be developed more. I'm not sure how. But because you go from, let's see here, you go from this page to this page?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah. So somehow, I'm not sure how, don't have any ideas off the top of my head right now of how to go from that scene to this scene. Hey,
Um,
just can it
can
wait?
we have donuts, but you eating a donut while you're doing that?
Can we have a donut? Can you shut the window, please?
That sounds like a great idea.
It does sound like a great idea. Why not? Okay. Now I'm thinking about donuts. Man, I'm hungry. So this one, yeah, I really like that idea. I feel like it needs to flow a little better though. So
Sure.
if you have some ideas or if you want to rework that, I mean you don't have to, but
But you just think it's too abrupt.
it might be too abrupt. Yeah, like
I was wondering if like the happy picture could somehow be kind of ghostly looking. Like maybe not.
laid
I
over
don't
top of that.
just I wasn't sure. Something like
Yeah.
that. But kind of like you're
You
not
could-
actually going back in time. It's just kind of like almost like a reflection. But I
yeah,
don't know how to make that look good.
right. If there's like, what if there's, I don't know, this is weird, but like, what if there's like a well or a mirror of some sort inside the tomb, and like the two of them are laying there, like after she
Stabs
does her
yourself.
thing with the knife here. Maybe show them from a different angle, maybe not side by side like this, but have
Okay.
both images in the same room, but like the reflection in the mirror could be this one, and then you could show in reality like they're
both dead.
They're both dead. or something. Or you get really morbid and have them like laying like half off the
There's so much morbidity. It's
they're like here's the slab, they're both on the slab, or not the slab, maybe they're on the ground or something. And then there's like a pool of blood with a memory of them kind of faded into it, of them being happy.
Oh my gosh.
That's
so much poetry.
Of course I'm being silly, but that
Or I'll play around with it.
Okay.
Because show less of a stark abrupt.
Yeah, because going from here to here, I mean, it might confuse people more than anything.
That's fair.
And you may even just want to have that in there and not worry about this. And maybe have, instead of having this, it's reflected in the fact that these flowers are together.
Cool.
And you could even have this image, maybe like put it into the clouds somehow or something.
Oh yeah. Or I could also just stick it at the beginning of the book and not have it be a flashback and just use it as a spot image.
Right, yeah.
So
I do really like that idea. I think if you can make it work, I think you should keep that.
Cool. I'll mess with it.
Yeah. So that is, I think that's all my thoughts on these.
Perfect.
I think they're looking really good. Um,
Yay.
again, I'm excited to see what you can do with these.
Thank you so much.
Did you have any other questions or anything you're having trouble with here?
No, I think this is a great place to. I think we talked about all of my confusions. Transitions are really the rough spot for me here, so
Okay,
this will be good.
cool.
And I like the idea of them like bashing into the tomb, because that was something that was really, I was like, how are they gonna get from outside to inside? So
Right. Yeah, and you almost kind of have to think about it as an animation
yeah,
when you're thinking through these, because what you're really doing is you're storyboarding. And so, I mean, with children's books, you don't have to show every single action, but you do have to make sure that you're not losing your viewer,
that makes
and
sense.
make sure that they're not confused with what's going on in the story and how people are getting to different places and whatnot.
Perfect.
So, well, any other concerns or anything?
No, I'm just excited to take another go at it.
All right, cool. Well, I think that's all I have for tonight then.
Perfect.
So I'll let you get going on those thumbnails.
All right, sounds great. Cool.
All right. Well, did you want to meet again in 2 weeks?
Does that work for you?
That works for me, yeah.
Awesome.
Except we were meeting on Friday, was it? Or when was it?
Yes.
It was Friday.
I forgot what day it was today, but yeah, usually it is Friday.
Yeah. Let me check my calendar quick.
I don't actually care. I think the only day I'm consistently busy is Thursday. So
Okay. So that would be 2 weeks would be the 22nd, I think.
yeah,
Does that work?
that does work. If it works for you.
Okay, yeah, that works at 6:30. Then maybe we could do another live again.
Cool. Sounds good.
All right, cool. Well, enjoy the rest of your night,
You too.
and I'll talk to you later.
Sounds good. Bye.
Bye.